Released in 1986, Platoon redefined war cinema with its harrowing depiction of the Vietnam War and an ensemble cast that included rising stars like Charlie Sheen, Willem Dafoe, and Tom Berenger. Directed by Oliver Stone, the film not only won 4 Academy Awards but also catapulted its actors into the spotlight, shaping their careers in remarkable ways. Now, 38 years later, fans of the classic are eager to know where these talented performers are today. From Hollywood success stories and unexpected career pivots to personal tragedies and enduring legacies, we dive into the lives of the Platoon cast in 2024 and discover how the film's legacy continues to influence their journeys. Francesco Quinn, born on March 22, 1963, portrayed Ra in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 23. Ra was a tough and loyal soldier, known for his resilience and dedication to his comrades. Quinn, who had a promising career ahead of him, was best known for his role in Platoon and for his works in 24 and The Shield. However, his personal life was shadowed by numerous struggles. He went through a rocky marriage with an actress, model, and entrepreneur, but this relationship ended in divorce. Although he had a child with his ex-wife, the turbulent nature of their relationship continued to strain his private life. In his later years, Quinn faced issues with balancing his career and personal life, and was deeply affected by the early loss of his mother. On August 5, 2011, Quinn passed away at the age of 48 due to a heart attack, a sudden and tragic end to a life that held much potential. His death left behind a legacy of talent and promise unfulfilled. Todd was born on December 4, 1954, and portrayed Warren in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 31. Warren is a brave and reliable soldier, known for his loyalty to his comrades. Todd's career blossomed after Platoon, and he became best known for his role in the Candyman series and for voicing characters in Transformers. His personal life, however, is clouded by various struggles. Todd faced the untimely death of close family members, which affected him deeply. He also went through a difficult period in his early career, dealing with the challenges of being an African-American actor in Hollywood. His romantic life, though relatively private, has been fraught with difficulties, and he has experienced periods of loneliness. His professional life had its share of challenges as well, as Todd often found himself relegated to secondary roles, despite his immense talent. On November 6, 2024, at the age of 69, Todd passed away after a long illness. His death marks the end of a distinguished career that was not without its personal tragedies. Gordon Booz, born on April 27, 1958, played the soldier with mohawk haircut in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 28. Known for his rebellious attitude and distinctive appearance, Booz's character symbolized the diversity and complexity of the soldiers within the platoon. Despite the potential for a flourishing career in Hollywood, Booz's life was marked by personal tragedies. His career was often overshadowed by his battle with addiction and the pressures of fame, which led him to retreat from acting after Platoon. Booz struggled with maintaining stable relationships and had a difficult time managing his finances, leading to periods of instability. His marriage ended in divorce, and he never remarried. Booz faced several health crises, including bouts of depression and substance abuse, which led to his premature death. On April 3, 2004, at the age of 45, Gordon Booz tragically passed away, and the cause of his death was never publicly disclosed, leaving his friends and family to grapple with the unanswered questions surrounding his passing. Keith David, born on June 4, 1956, played the role of King in Platoon, 1986, when he was 30 years old. King, a seasoned and wise soldier, stood out for his calm demeanor and reasoned perspective amidst the chaos of war. David's career, spanning film, television, and voice acting, has been marked by a steady flow of iconic roles. Despite his success, his personal life has been more tumultuous. David faced significant struggles in his early career, including battles with addiction, which threatened to derail his burgeoning career. His first marriage, to a woman whose identity has remained private, ended in divorce, and he later remarried, this time finding more stability. He has a daughter, though much of his family life has been kept away from the public eye. David's life took another difficult turn when he was publicly open about the struggles of navigating the complexities of Hollywood and maintaining personal relationships. Now at the age of 68, Keith David continues to act, with notable roles in various genres, though much of his early troubles are behind him. Forrest Whitaker, born on July 15, 1961, was 25 when he played the role of Big Harold in Platoon, 1986. Big Harold is a gentle and compassionate soldier, struggling to maintain his humanity in the midst of combat's brutal realities. Whitaker's career flourished after his Platoon role, but his personal journey has been far from smooth. Despite his remarkable success as an actor, he faced major personal challenges, including dealing with the pressures of fame and family life. His first marriage to Keisha Nash ended in divorce, which marked a painful chapter in his life. He later married again, but his family life has remained a private matter. Whitaker has been open about struggles with mental health, particularly depression, and his efforts to keep his career on track through moments of personal instability. He also faced a challenging time with his health in the mid-2000s, including undergoing surgery to correct a medical condition. Now at the age of 63, Whitaker remains an acclaimed actor and continues to work in both film and television, finding solace and purpose through his craft. Mark Moses, born on February 24, 1958, portrayed Lieutenant Wolf in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 28. Lieutenant Wolf's character, portrayed as a naive and overworked officer, became a symbol of the young leaders who struggled to command during the chaotic and tragic Vietnam War. Moses's career blossomed in the 1980s, and though he landed solid roles in television and film, his life was far from simple. He was married to actress Lisa, but their union did not last, and they divorced after several years. Despite his career, Moses often struggled with balancing family life and the pressures of Hollywood. He also faced serious health problems, particularly a battle with mental health that he later opened up about in interviews, revealing how he struggled with anxiety and feelings of isolation. His personal life was marked by a constant search for stability. Now 66 years old, Mark Moses has continued to work, but his days of widespread fame have slowed, as he finds solace in smaller, more reflective roles. He is currently leading a quieter life, focused more on his family and personal peace. Kevin Dillon was born on August 19, 1965. He played Bunny in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 21. Bunny, a fiery and aggressive soldier, became a representation of the intense psychological toll of war. Dillon's career began early, and his role in Platoon helped cement his place in Hollywood. Despite his early success, Kevin faced a string of struggles, particularly with substance abuse, which affected both his personal and professional life. His career fluctuated over the years, from starring in The Blob, 1988, to a successful turn on the TV show Entourage, but he has admitted to feeling lost in Hollywood at times. Dillon's love life has been marked by uncertainty and short-lived relationships. He was married to actress and model, Jane Stewart, but their marriage ended in divorce. He has 2 children, but his personal life remains relatively private. His career saw a revival in the 2000s, yet his life was still filled with challenges. Kevin Dillon is now 59 years old and remains active in his career, continuing to work in television and film. John C. McGinley, born on August 3, 1959, played the role of Sergeant O'Neill in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 27. O'Neill, cynical and opportunistic, reflected the bitter realities many soldiers faced in Vietnam. McGinley, known for his distinctive voice and tough guy persona, became a staple in Hollywood films, particularly after his role in Platoon. However, his personal life faced numerous ups and downs. He married his wife, Nicole, but their relationship faced struggles, with McGinley's harsh and demanding career creating a rift. In his younger years, McGinley was also affected by a series of failed relationships and battles with insecurity. His love life was not without tragedy, as he has openly discussed how his intense focus on his career led to his personal isolation. McGinley has been open about his mental health challenges, including depression and anxiety, which affected his career trajectory at times. Now 65 years old, McGinley has turned to philanthropy, particularly helping children with developmental disabilities, showing a more compassionate side to his complex personality. Chris Pedersen, born on May 22, 1963, played Crawford in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 23. Crawford is a hardened and resilient soldier, embodying the toughness and perseverance needed to survive the war. Pedersen's career following Platoon was not as prominent as some of his co-stars, but he continued to pursue acting. His personal life, however, has been marked by tragedy. Pedersen experienced the loss of close family members, which deeply affected his outlook on life. He also faced struggles with alcohol and substance abuse, which led to difficulties in maintaining relationships. His career faced major setbacks, and despite his early success, he could not find the same level of fame in later years. Pedersen had a tumultuous romantic life, marked by a failed marriage and the subsequent emotional toll it took on him. He has been open about his mental health struggles, particularly with depression. Now 61 years old, Pedersen has largely stayed out of the public eye in recent years. Corey Glover, born on November 6, 1964, portrayed Francis in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 21. His character is a young, idealistic soldier who is thrust into the brutal realities of the Vietnam War. Outside of his acting career, Glover is also known for his work as a musician, particularly as the lead vocalist for the band Living Colour. Despite his early success, his personal life has had its share of struggles, including the pressures of fame. Glover has faced difficulties with his mental health, and his relationships have also been marked by turmoil. Though he was married, he has experienced the challenges of maintaining a balance between public life and private struggles. Glover's career took a series of dips after Platoon, but he continued to pursue music and acting. He has had some personal challenges in his love life, including divorce. Glover is currently 60 years old and continues to work in entertainment, though his career has been quieter in recent years. Johnny Depp, born on June 9, 1963, played Lerner in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 23. Lerner is a more introspective character, one who often questions the chaotic events happening around him. Depp's career skyrocketed after Platoon, especially after his role in 21 Jump Street and later as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean series. However, his personal life has been tumultuous, marked by high-profile relationships, including a marriage to actress Amber Heard, which ended in a bitter and public divorce. Depp has also struggled with substance abuse issues, which have affected both his personal relationships and career. His family life has not been without its ups and downs, with complicated relationships with his children and ex-partners. Depp's professional and personal life continues to be the subject of public scrutiny, and although he remains a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, his challenges with legal issues and media attention have taken a toll. Depp is currently 61 years old. Richard Edson was born on January 1, 1954, and portrayed Sal in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 32. Sal is a relaxed, cynical soldier who offers some light moments of humor in an otherwise grim war environment. Edson's career, though highlighted by his role in Platoon, faced many ups and downs. Despite his early success, including appearances in iconic films like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, his personal life took difficult turns. Edson experienced strained relationships and a series of marriages that ended in divorce, leading to personal dissatisfaction and a feeling of failure in the area of family life. His professional life followed a similar trajectory, with sporadic roles that kept him in the industry but never elevated him to the status of an A-list actor. Edson also dealt with significant financial difficulties, and his struggles with living up to his potential led to periods of instability. As of now, at the age of 70, Edson remains active in the entertainment world, though he has kept a relatively low profile in recent years, reflecting on the quiet passage of time after his past struggles. David Neidorf was born on November 24, 1962, and played the role of Tex in Platoon, 1986, when he was just 24 years old. Tex was a reliable and grounded soldier, someone the other men in his platoon could count on. However, Neidorf's personal life was far from as steady. After Platoon, his career never reached the same heights. He struggled with typecasting and failed to find roles that matched the recognition he had gained from the film. His personal life was marked by several turbulent relationships. Neidorf married early but was unable to find happiness in his marriage, which eventually led to a divorce. The loss of his family stability had a lasting impact on his emotional well-being, and he experienced a period of severe depression. Despite a few smaller roles later in his career, Neidorf eventually faded from the spotlight. He now lives a quiet life and stays away from public attention. David Neidorf is currently 62 years old. Charlie Sheen was born on September 3, 1965, and played Chris in Platoon, 1986, when he was 21 years old. Chris is a young and idealistic soldier whose experiences in the Vietnam War shatter his innocence and force him to confront the brutality of war. Sheen's personal life has been marked by considerable tragedy and turmoil. Raised in a famous Hollywood family, he was exposed to the spotlight at an early age, but his career and personal life were marred by drug addiction, public scandals, and erratic behavior. His tumultuous love life included 2 failed marriages, one to Denise Richards, with whom he has 2 daughters, and another to Brooke Mueller, with whom he shares twin sons. His personal struggles, including substance abuse, often overshadowed his career, though he found success in 2.5 Men before his very public dismissal due to his behavior. Sheen's battles with addiction and mental health issues have been well documented, and his attempts at recovery have been repeatedly tested. At 59, he remains in the public eye but continues to struggle with the aftermath of his past. Tom Beringer, born on May 31, 1949, portrayed Sergeant Barnes in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 37. Sergeant Barnes was a complex character, representing the darker side of war and the emotional toll it takes on soldiers. Beringer's career after Platoon included a range of notable roles in action and war films, but his personal life has been filled with struggles. His first marriage ended in divorce after several years, and he later faced challenges in his second marriage, which also ended in separation. He had children from both marriages, but his family life was often marred by tension. In his later years, Beringer went through a series of financial troubles and battles with addiction. His career also began to decline, and he took on fewer prominent roles. Although he remains active in acting, his life has been marked by ups and downs. Tom Beringer is currently 75 years old. Willem Dafoe, born on July 22, 1955, played the role of Sergeant Elias in Platoon, 1986, when he was 31. Sergeant Elias was a character that represented moral integrity and a sense of humanity amidst the horrors of war, providing a stark contrast to Beringer's Barnes. Dafoe's career flourished after Platoon, as he took on a variety of challenging roles in films such as The Last Temptation of Christ and Antichrist. However, despite his professional success, his personal life was far from smooth. Dafoe has been through relationships that were marked by misunderstandings, and he's been open about his struggles with the pressures of fame. His love life has also faced turbulence, with some partners expressing dissatisfaction over the years. While he has remained in long-term relationships, Dafoe never married, which many attribute to his intense focus on his career. The actor's career has often reflected his inner conflicts, dealing with personal demons while striving to push the boundaries of his craft. Willem Dafoe is currently 69 years old. Ivan Kane was born on March 19, 1957. He portrayed Tony in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 29. Tony was a resilient soldier, someone who could endure the brutality of war while maintaining his humanity. Kane's acting career had a promising start, but his personal life was filled with difficulties. He struggled with balancing his work and family life, which led to tension in his relationships. Ivan was married twice, both times facing tumultuous divorces, with a strained relationship with his children, whom he has kept mostly out of the public eye. Kane's battles with addiction also affected his career, leading to a long period of low visibility in Hollywood. Despite his early fame, he never truly regained the same level of success after Platoon. His health began to deteriorate due to his past struggles, and he lived much of his later years in relative seclusion. Now 67 years old, Ivan Kane has stepped away from the public eye, focusing on his personal healing and family, although he remains relatively unknown in today's entertainment landscape. Mark Ebenhoch was born on September 16, 1959. He portrayed Ebenhoch in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 27. As a reliable and steadfast soldier, Ebenhoch embodied the strong camaraderie that the men in the war shared. Despite the success of his role in Platoon, Ebenhoch faced many challenges in both his career and personal life. Though he appeared in a few notable films after Platoon, including Hamburger Hill, 1987, his career never truly took off as expected. Behind the scenes, Mark struggled with deep emotional and psychological issues. His personal life was marked by failed relationships and a series of short-lived marriages, with a lack of stable family connections. He had a troubled relationship with his children, whom he tried to reconnect with after a period of estrangement. Ebenhoch also faced a series of health crises, including a battle with depression that led to his withdrawal from the industry. Now 65 years old, Mark Ebenhoch lives quietly, having distanced himself from Hollywood to focus on personal healing. He remains out of the spotlight, trying to rebuild his life after years of personal hardship. Dale Dye was born on October 8, 1944. He played Captain Harris in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 42. As a seasoned military officer, Captain Harris provided the necessary leadership and tough guidance for the young soldiers under his command. Dye, however, had an even more significant background as a military consultant for many Hollywood films, contributing to the authenticity of numerous war movies. While his career thrived, his personal life was not without its complications. Dye's first marriage ended in divorce, and his second marriage to actress Kathleen Bailey also faced struggles, though they remained together. Despite his professional successes, Dale's life was marred by the traumatic experiences he encountered during his own time in the Vietnam War. These experiences led to personal struggles, including post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, which affected his relationships and his mental well-being. Dale Dye is currently 80 years old and has found peace in later years by focusing on teaching acting and consulting for military-related projects. Henry Strzalkowski, born in 1954, portrayed a soldier in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 32. His character represented the faceless and expendable soldiers who are swept up in the chaos of war. Strzalkowski's career was largely defined by his small but memorable roles, yet his personal life had significant difficulties. While he was never able to achieve fame beyond his acting career, he faced struggles with substance abuse, which contributed to the isolation he often felt. Strzalkowski also grappled with depression, and despite his best efforts to maintain stability, his relationships were often short-lived and marred by personal issues. His marriage ended in divorce, and he had no children to carry on his legacy. Strzalkowski's life took a downward turn as he faced numerous legal battles and health issues, particularly related to his struggles with addiction. Now 70 years old, Strzalkowski has largely retreated from the public eye and lives a quiet life, far from the spotlight that once shone on him. Oliver Stone, born on September 15, 1946, played the role of the Alpha Company Major in Platoon, 1986, at the age of 40. The Major is a commanding officer, embodying the harsh and often unforgiving nature of military leadership. Stone, a Vietnam War veteran, drew from his own traumatic experiences to create a gripping portrayal of war in Platoon, which went on to win several Oscars. While his career flourished with notable works like Born on the 4th of July and JFK, his personal life has been marked by turmoil. Stone has struggled with relationships, and his tumultuous romantic history includes multiple marriages, one of which ended in divorce. His mental health has been an area of concern, as he battled with depression and the weight of his war experiences. The struggles that shaped his career also reflected the struggles in his personal life. Oliver Stone is now 78 years old, and though he remains active in the industry, his legacy is intertwined with the battles he faced both on and off screen. Who is your favorite character from Platoon? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.